EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Chicago Bears.
Youngway Koo, the kickoff for Atlanta.
Youngway. And we are underway from Atlanta. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First carry now for David Montgomery. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now it's 2nd and 9. This one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Dante Fowler coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
3 and out.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Taken right on the 30. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 35 on 2nd down. Ryan has on the trail, complete.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of the game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Well, Charles, looked like that had to be a mix-up there defensively.
You always question that type of confusion. They actually lost him in the middle of the field, gave him all sorts of room to run, and he took big-time advantage of it. That's an error you just can't make on the defensive side of the ball.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Brady Jarrett on the stop. The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
On second down now, it's Montgomery.
David Montgomery.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Flush to his right. Going up top for Miller. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On a 48-yard punt, give him 9, though, on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Play action, Ryan. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this.
Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Ryan, he completes it to Julio Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 68 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Lining up for the point after.
The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. It almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Versus on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. From the shotgun is Trubisky. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
But I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. The connection made. It's Graham. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. On first down, Trubisky. 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
His kick is
and he's got it up and through.
That ties the game at 7. Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 7 yards, the pickup there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Short throw underneath to Hurst. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Short throw underneath to Hurst. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 21-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw again is Ryan. In a double team, it's intercepted. Picked up back to Sean Gibson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Now Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Deshaun Gibson there on the tackle.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 8 yards to go on second down. Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is the absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Georgia's the spot, and glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
First and 10.
The coverage that time was unbelievable the whole way around. I mean, you've got a quarterback just standing back there in the pocket. He had all night to survey the field, and he still couldn't find anybody. And when he finally did throw it, he threw it to the other team.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And he'll go down at the 28.
Gurley.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
21, Todd.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They run. It's Gurley. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. They'll all tackles. His second sack of the night.
Youngwei Koo for the Falcons field goal. A 37.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will finish off this third quarter of play. Back now in Atlanta, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bears take over first and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Now Trubisky to Cohen out of the backfield.
Trubisky's pass.
It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to face a third down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, third down. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. A pickup of 5 yards. First down, Chicago. The job one to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big third down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be upped. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Complete.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
First down.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky lets this one rip toward Graham. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big pickup of 38. You're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. Well, that's one part of the equation. Puts them back within 1 score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts, but without that third one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts. For when you absolutely have to have them, they go into this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and choose some clock with Gurley. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
Ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again they run with Gurley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now Gurley. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.